welcome back. Today's project is we're going to make this cool little solar light stand. So let's hop to it. So the first step we're going to do is get our board, our post. It's a fence post, 4 by 4, and I measured it out to 22 inches, 18 inches, and a 14 inch. So that will give you all the levels of the post. Let's get to it. So they're already marked, and all we got to do is cut them. Make sure the saw is going to hit right on the middle. There we go. I have my little assistant over off to the side, Mr. Rob. He's a good little assistant. We're going to cut the 18 and 14 together, right in the middle. Watch our fingers, safety first. There we have all 3 pieces. We have all 3 pieces. Now you can take a little piece of sandpaper and get off the edges, but mine are pretty good. So next, we're going to screw them all together. So now we're going to put them together. So I've already started one screw. We're going to go on a diagonal. I put one in the bottom already to hold it nice and tight. And we're just going to screw them on in. And the screw will pull it into itself. And then the next one, we're just going to place it right in the middle. Make sure it's nice and flush. And I might get my little assistant here to help me with this, because it is hard to hold it. And for some reason, we're a little off. There we go. If you can put the camera up there, Rob, I'll hold it. You want to help me and just screw a few screws in? Perfect. So if you can do one here for me, please, and I'll hold it for you. It's always nice to have an extra pair of hands. Now this is old posts that we've been having hanging around in our garage doing nothing, so I thought, why not make something out of it? So I got the little solar lights from the dollar store, the rope from the dollar store, and the little leaf. Now you don't have to put the leaf on, I just thought it would be kind of cool. Extra spray paint. Can you put one here too, please? I had extra spray paint, so I thought I'd just paint it. And there she goes, she's all put together. So next what we're going to do is we're going to torch the wood instead of staining it. It gives it a nice effect. So you want to bring the camera up? I'll bring it over on my old thing here. And I'm just going to grab my torch. Now, I do have this long torch. You don't have to have one of these. You can have just like a barbecue lighter and do it as well. or you could just have like a regular propane torch that people have to start fires.
That's a weed torch.
This is my weed torch. I burn weeds instead of using pesticides and weed killer. And now we go. It just needs a light burn. It doesn't need a charcoal full burn. It'll bring out all the grain and all the knots. The knots will go like a really nice brown. You see the knot right there. Burn any cracks really good. And this will preserve the wood so it doesn't go bad that fast. Watch the knot. It has a really good effect. See how it caramelizes? Burn them before putting them together, but I find it a lot easier when it's all together. That screw will be hidden by the rope. Let's make it a little darker up here. Always have water close on hand in case it does catch on fire. My hose is about 10 feet away from me, and my helper's pretty fast. The way it just caramelizes everything. Kind of cool. And I got this torch at Princess Auto. They run about $30–40, and I use it, like I said, to burn all the weeds. It does a really good job on that, killing them, bringing them back, especially on sidewalks and driveways. The corner's really good. The more knots, the better. It looks better with knots, I find. So I think this is probably going to, this side or that side is going to probably be the front of it because it has the knots. So you want to burn the ends to preserve it from water. You want a good burn on these. I get pretty close with the torch to burn the tops. That one caught on fire a little bit, but that's okay. Now I'm going to roll it over and get the bottom. Alright, and then I'll show you our next step. Now I'm just going to drill the holes in the top so the lights can sit into it. And we just got to go down about an inch. Or 3/4 of an inch actually. There we go. Out. I'll show you what we're doing next. So the lights are going to fit into these holes on top. I'm going with a different light this time. But first, let's get to the the rope that's going to go around it. Just going to clean off the shaving. Now you want to start the rope always at the back of where your front is going to be. I've chosen this side because it has a lot of the knots. So I'm going to get my handy dandy helper and we're going to just staple use a staple gun and put the first one on.
Oh, try again.
So it's nice and tight. And you're just going to wrap it around evenly. That one's not straight, so we're just going to bring it down.
Going down with it?
Yeah, I'm going to go 3 down, maybe 5 down. I have a helper. I couldn't do this on my own, but just so.
We're old and we get dizzy easy.
Yeah, walking around it, you can get dizzy. I've already done it on the last one. So you can use any solar lights for this. And everything I bought, the rope, little decals, oh, that's not straight. I got from the dollar store. You can get them from the Dollar Tree in the States. Here in Canada, we mainly have Dollaramas.
And we have Dollar Trees.
We have a couple Dollar Trees, but we're mainly Dollarama. And then we're going to stop right there. Put it on the corner, yeah. And then I'm just going to cut it and then restart again on the top. And I'll be back and I'll show you the finished product. Okay, so the rope is finished. I'm going to show you how I finished it on the back. I just used my staple gun and put it on the 2 corners so the rope will not fall down. So let's do our finishing touches. Got my glue gun and I chose this leaf that I just spray painted black. I'm just going to put a bunch of globs of hot glue on this. And I'm just going to go on an angle. Just push it nice. And then last but not least, we're going to put our lights in. So let me grab my lights. Now these holes here should be nice and tight. I don't need any glue, and it's better that way, so if your solar lights do run out, you can switch them out. Push them down. It's a nice tight fit. Before you do this, make sure your solars do work, which I have done. And there's our finished product. So this project took about an hour. It's fun to do. You can choose any lights that you like, which I've shown you with the other ones. So if you like this project, please leave a comment in my comment section, like, subscribe, and tell me how my helper does. See you next time. Bye now.